when it comes to land ownership, I always advise people, once you buy a particular plot of land, ensure you take possession. It is very, very important. It is sacrosanct that you take possession. Now, taking possession basically means you occupying that particular land or taking control over that land. And how do you occupy or take control over that land? You can do that by simply cultivating on that land, by constructing a perimeter fencing. Okay, the fence doesn't necessarily have to be blocked. Um, you can use wooden pegs to demarcate the land. All right, all this goes to show that that land has been given to you, that you are the actual owner of that land. At times, people go extreme mile to put a caveat on that land. Okay, I believe if you come to a particular plot of land and you see something like this land is not for sale, that's a caveat. Okay, in law we call it caveat emptor. Like buyers beware. It's more like a warning to intending buyers that this land has already been taken by me. I'm not willing to sell this land, so beware. Don't buy from whoever brings you to this to sell this land to you. Don't buy. It's more like he's warning the public not to buy this plot because it already belongs to someone, which is you as the owner. All right. So, having said that, I would want to let you know that possession is very important in law. All right. By virtue of the principles of our laws, it can be presumed that a person is the owner of a plot of land by simply showing that the person has lived in that place for 12 years, continuously for 12 years without any disturbance from anybody, undisturbed possession. So if one can prove that he has been in a particular plot of land for 12 years without being disturbed by the real owner and for continuously, then it can be presumed by the law that this person is actually the owner of the particular plot of land. And this has been given credence by virtue of section 16 subsection 2 of the limitations law of Lagos State. Okay, it is to the effect that, and I'll have to paraphrase, that the true owner of a particular plot of land is prevented or barred from claiming the title to the land from a person who has been in continuous and undisturbed possession of the land for 12 years as at the time the suit was filed. So this means that it's pegged the limitation period of land for 12 years. All right. So after 12 years, you cannot actually sue. It's a limitation period. It barred that particular transaction for 12 years. Okay. Now, having said that, I would want to let you all know that there are some cases, there are some instances, some true life stories where these particular principles have been upheld by the court. Okay. Now, in Segiola against Iyanda, it's a case that happened in Nigeria some time ago. And in this case, Segiola's father happens to be the real owner of the land. He has been the real owner of the land for quite some time. Okay. And while he was the owner of the land, Iyanda was the one that was being in possession of the land. In fact, he has undisturbed possessory rights of that land for a continuous period of 40 years. He has lived there for 40 years. Okay. So when Segiola wanted to take back the land, he sued Iyanda in a suit for declaration of title to land. The matter brought to the court. The court, in its wisdom, said that it will be wrong to actually pronounce Segiola as the owner of the land, because Iyanda has been in the possession of that land for quite some time. And not just that, he has showed taking steps to cement his title on that land, such as he went ahead to rebuild the thatch houses there. He also took compensations for damages of the thatch houses. Okay, so all this goes to show that he has taken steps to actually cement his interest, his equitable interest on that land. And it would be wrong to evict such a person on the land and take the ownership of that land. So what this means is that Segiola and his father actually erred. Okay, they actually waived their rights. They should have actually reclaimed their property a long time ago, but they waived their rights, and it will be unfair to actually, ask the owner to leave the property. So this is to tell you how powerful possession is. Okay, if you not take possession of the property you bought, please take possession. You don't have to live in the property. You can just do one or two things that shows that you are actually the owner of that property, and things like fencing, cultivation of the farm produce on the land can go a long way to exact your possessory interest in that land. Why it's important to do something like this? To avoid to prevent the seller from reselling this same land to other people. Okay, and once this land, and to put it mildly, if this land is being sold to someone, probably a bona fide purchaser of value, that is not aware that this land has been sold to you, the person might defeat you when the matter comes to court, because the law gives value. It gives high value to a bona fide purchaser of value without any notice whatsoever. So who is a bona fide purchaser of value? Simply a person that bought a land without knowing that the land has already been sold to another person. He bought the land in good faith. Okay, he's not aware of any title to the land whatsoever. So if you have not taken possession of that land, that bona fide purchaser of value can actually, when the matter actually gets to court, that purchaser of value can actually take title to that land, irrespective of the fact that your land, that you have an interest in the land. So it is good to take possession, and if you don't take possession, do well to do that now. Take possession of that land. I don't want you